Hello, hello. This is the Power of Consent team, the Power of Consent group, wishing you a happy Monday, happy, strong. We don't say weak. Just want to quickly address the issue of council tax. We always tell people don't refuse in paying your council tax, your TV license, your utility bills. We never refuse to pay. And I also want to preface what I'm about to say by saying to you that we do not give legal advice. Please go and seek legal counsel. You have the Citizens Advice Bureau. You have pro bono lawyers out there. So go ahead and get legal advice from professionals. We here at the Power of Consent do not give legal advice. But anyway, for those of you who want to challenge council tax, this is a letter under discretionary reduction under Section 13A. Remember that, Section 13A. Every single borough in London, in the UK, has this section available to you. If you are suffering from a lack of finance, you're finding it hard to find work, if you're on universal credit, you have rights. Those of you that want to claim discretionary reduction under Section 13A, every single council in the UK has this, but they're not going to tell you. All right. He who does not know the rights has none. Always remember that. Here's an example of a letter that you would send in to the local government. Yeah. You can ask them for Section 13A. This link, I will make it available on this video so you can see a template of the letter. Now, name and address, which is the legal fiction, you do not have. Again, it's up to you whether you want to put your name and your address on there. You don't have to go by Mr. or Miss, a first name. If you're in currently dispute or disputing a council tax claim upon you, you can go down this route. You might get a zero reduction or a significant reduction if you've had bereavement in your family, stress, anxiety, if you are on some form of medication or depression. Please go ahead and use this. All right. So here it is, the council tax discretionary relief payment, Section 13A. Remember, that is a short-term one-off benefit designed to ease financial situation for people who are suffering severe hardship and have no way of paying their full council tax bill. You have that right. You have that right. Yeah. So go and check that out. Here's something else for you as well. There's also something called a Section 114 notice, 114 notice in the UK, also known as a notice of budgetary imbalance. You see the different words and legalese they use? Is issued by a local council when it cannot balance its budget for the upcoming financial year, which is April. This signals a significant financial crisis, indicating that the council's forecasted income is insufficient to meet its project. You can read the rest. Go ahead and look at this notice. Now, where would you use this notice? You can ask your local government for Section 114. Did you know that there's a lot of boroughs across the UK that have gone bankrupt? And a lot of they're operating and they're not informing the people. For example, Croydon Council went bankrupt. City of Birmingham went bankrupt. Yeah, you can find out where your money's going. You can do a Freedom of Information request, which is the Freedom of Information Act 2000. But go ahead and you can ask them if there is a Section 114 notice. They're not going to tell you. And it's not a formal bankruptcy. Local authorities in the UK cannot go bankrupt in the same way as a private company or individual. That depends, because they operate like a private business and they're all registered at Companies House. Now, also for those of you who are disabled, suffering with any kind of condition, some disabilities are not visible. Now, they even say most disabilities are not visible. You can do what's called a notice of vulnerability letter. Yeah? A vulnerability notice is a communication, often a letter or email, informing an individual, organization of potential weakness or vulnerability that could be exploited, leading to negative consequences. So more financial pressure upon you could lead to negative consequences. So you can download a template of this letter by an organization called Step Change, Beat the Bailiffs. There's so many out there. Don't sit and suffer in silence. Suffering in legalese means you have opted to suffer. You don't need to suffer, people. Knowledge is power. Go ahead, do a vulnerable letter notice. Go ahead and find out if your council is has a notice of budgetary imbalance with a section 114, and also if you want a deduction on and complete zero on your council tax, ask them for section 13A form on the website. Go ahead and do that. Write it, send it via record special delivery as its evidence, special delivery, yeah. And if they don't respond, then they've accepted it. So go ahead and do that for yourselves, please, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the power of consent. We have book club here every Thursdays. Please follow, like, and subscribe, and share this information because it's helping so many people that don't know. Remember, ignorance is our enemy. Knowledge is power. Have a blessed, strong ahead. Power Consent Team. Peace.